Hey everybody, Drew here. I'm just simply here to explain our infograph, give a little justification of why I chose to arrange it in the way that I did, and the general goal of what I was trying to achieve with the general layout. For the layout in general, I wanted something that was easy to follow by any reader, something that caught your eye, that directly gave the information without you having to search for it, and just really put everything in front of you so you didn't have to search for it, and it was presented in a way that was interesting and it wasn't boring, and you walked away from it with only having to look at it for a couple seconds and then gaining knowledge, which is what we're trying to do. To make our infograph very easy to read and grasp by anyone that could be walking by and seeing it is to put most of the words actually up by the top so that if you choose to read it, you will know right away what this is going to tell you and what it is trying to prove to the reader. And it's not a super lengthy paragraph, it's just a quick snip and quick synopsis of the whole general thing. So if you don't really want to go through the whole thing, you don't have to, but it makes it really easy just to look at this one paragraph and be like, okay, great, this is what I'm going to learn from looking at this infograph, and this is what's going to be proven to me. As I said before, I wanted to create something that was eye-catching, that was something that was easy to read, easy to understand. This part right here shows just exactly what a typical day would look like for a student-athlete here on campus. And as you can see just from the color schemes and the blocks, that it's very jam-packed and busy, and there's not a lot of time to do much else but to simply exist and go to practice and eat and take care of your body. And this is really what I was going for, is I wanted to show how busy a day was for an athlete. Now, to the reader, this is great because they can see, oh, everything's blocked out. There's no time for anything. And then as I go into the infograph, this is the main part of the infograph. Actually, it conveys a lot of information. And so to make it easier to follow, I broke it up into different sections. To explain the graph on the left, I broke it up into its main sections, which was the sleep, the time devoted to school, and the time spent at practice and taking care of your body. And with this first image, it's really easy to see that a student athlete will spend a lot of time simply going to practice, and that's a large part of the day already. It's only 24 hours in a day, and this is then could be related to the red practice time shown on the graph. I then followed up the practice time spent with the study hours are spent. This is time going to school, and then after school going home doing homework. And as you can see, this is another large chunk of the day which is not available to the athlete to do other things because they have to get their things done. Following practice in school, I then followed up with the final thing, and the first thing that an athlete's going to do, and that's go to sleep. And so right here, boom, you can just follow the progression. It goes right here. The final portion of this infograph is the end result, and that's that student athletes, despite their large time commitments, still manage to get things done and actually have a higher graduation rate than those non-student athletes. So despite the fact that they're more busy than the average student, they still are able to accomplish the goal of graduating college.